Now, behind every home sold, there's always a story. But before I can help you write yours, I want to share mine with you because I believe people deserve to know who they're working with, not just as a realtor, but as a person. It's not just a business transaction, especially as much as we're going to be communicating. It will truly be one of the most personal videos I've ever done. But it has to be, doesn't it? It's got to be very personal in order to truly show you I am as a person and whether you want to work with me in buying or selling a house. Now, go ahead and stick around to the end because I'm also going to tell you what spurred this video on, what motivated me to switch everything that I'm doing in this video. And it has to do with everything that's going on in the United States and the world right now. Now, if this is your first time here, my name's Chad. You're a Columbia realtor. I like to say I'm the go-to realtor because I like to get as much business as I can, touch as many lives as I can. But hit that subscribe button so you never miss my Columbia real estate stories, videos, and guides. Let's go ahead and we're going to start with who I am personally. Who is this guy that you see on video on YouTube all the time? Well, I started out in a very conservative, very Christian household. Now, why does that mean anything to you? Because I was brought up with hard work, honesty, and putting others first. So much so that in my third grade class, my teacher made me the most outstanding student of the entire year at the end of the school year. And because I was that good in grades, I misbehaved all the time. I probably spent more time on the fence at recess because of things that I had done than I did playing that entire year. But there was one kid, his name was Joel Price. And when everybody else was picking on him, I stood up for him. And she saw the kind of heart I have for other people. And that is the kind of values that I have. I have a heart to help other people. And that's what makes me who I am. I was saved by the grace of Jesus Christ when I was 9 years old. I was also baptized at 9 years old. What does that have to do with me? Whether you believe in Jesus Christ or not. Now, I love to share my personal story of how I was saved. He saved my life twice. I had a 10% chance of living, once with COVID, once with something called viral encephalitis. And both times he saved me with hardly any consequences afterwards. You know, he wants me here to do what I do. Again, why does that matter to you? Because how many Christians do you know that are not as compassionate? They have great morals, they're hardworking, will help you above any other cause. Now, true Christians that love Jesus, those are the values that I bring to every transaction I do and to every person I do. Family means everything to me. With my values, it's Christ, it's family, then business. But what do you get when you get me? Well, I have been divorced for over 20 years. Both my kids are grown. One's married and will probably be joining me in real estate here soon. The other is graduated and will be married next year. So they're out of the house. I tell people all the time, we got nothing better to do. I'm analytical, which I'll tell you in a little bit too, but I love going in and looking at houses. Pick up the phone, call me, and let's go check a house out. If you see one you like, we've got nothing better to do. I've always believed people come before business. I'm not just selling you a home. I am selling you a lifestyle. I'm selling you something, or I don't even sell homes. I'm negotiating and I'm mediating those homes for you. But I'm making sure that you purchase that right home, to make sure it fits your budget, to make sure it fits your lifestyle, to make sure it fits exactly what you want. Now, if you're looking for somebody who won't just sell you a house, they'll truly listen and they'll truly care, text me anytime. My number's below. And it is me that always answers. My professional journey into real estate. How did I first become into real estate? Well, to get to that, you've got to understand where I came from. I went to the University of South Carolina. My degree is in exercise science. I had every course I needed, even to get into med school if I wanted to, and to take that route, or even PT school, which I had considered, everything except organic. In doing that, I did go into like exercise science type industry. I owned my own gym. I worked for someone for about a year, then I opened my own gym for about 7 years. And during those 7 years, I loved helping other people. But then I realized it was helping other people, and I enjoyed when it came to exercise. I enjoyed working out myself and doing things. But I got divorced at the end of that, sold my company, and I switched over to Verizon Wireless. And I worked in the cell phone industry for about 15 years. And when I got into management, I was over some of the circuit cities and stuff, the Verizon's inside Circuit City. And it was one of the most fun jobs I had. I really had a blast doing it. But then all the circuit cities shut down. I went back into the stores and just didn't enjoy working in the stores as much. I was in between careers. I went and I was a manager at a Waffle House for 2.5 years while I tried to decide what I wanted to do. I've worked in the restaurant industry when I was in college and different things. Enjoyed working with the people, but I did not enjoy the job itself. As I was looking, a friend of mine, Corey, came to me and said he was getting into real estate. Corey never ended up going into real estate, but what he did do was inspire me to take a good hard look into it. And once I found it and got into it, I wish I'd have been doing it my entire life. I really enjoy helping others make these important decisions in their life. Those were I had a bunch of early challenges, and I can tell you a lot of those that made it hard when I didn't know what I was going to do next. And real estate, it's not the easiest career to get into. You've got to be devoted. I've never worked harder in my life. 90% of people that get their real estate license in the first year fizzle out. 90%. When someone hands me their trust like that to find their first home, their forever home, or their dream luxury property, I don't take that lightly. That's a huge decision. A lot of money going into something. And I also want to make sure that you're budgeting where you're never house poor too. A lot of people can afford more than what they need in their life to have a great lifestyle. Like I said, a lot of people, they move here for the cost of living, but they stay for the lifestyle. And the lifestyle, even lifestyle, requires money. So you want to make sure that you're not house poor. And I do not take this lightly, which is why I'm available all the time. And I believe it's my calling. Now, if you're relocating to Columbia, or you're just thinking about buying or selling here, schedule a Zoom call with me. This is the most personable way of meeting me and seeing how we interact and how you can trust me with everything that I do. And I'd love to hear your story too and help you find your place here in the Midlands. You look at a lot of those, I can help you move somewhere else if Columbia is just not the spot for you as well. And number three, what makes me different than other agents? I just told you 50% of the agents are great and 50% of them are not. What makes me better than even the great ones? I'm analytical and I'm precise. I am a people person, but I do catch details that others miss. And I have an admin that's been working in the industry for a good bit now, and she even backs me up in looking at stuff as well. She has been a licensed realtor before, and she knows what to look for in a lot of those too, and find stuff that I miss when I do. But I am very analytical and precise in my contracts, my inspections, my negotiations, all of that. And that gives you an advantage. I'm caring and relational. I don't just see you as a client. I see my clients as family and not as transactions. Availability. Again, like I said before, my kids are grown, life's open, I'm always available. And I have done some wild things for some of my clients to help pick their kids up, to help them when inspections come. I've helped many of them actually move into their homes. I don't have a lot of time to do that now, but I will help you any possible way that I can. Buying or selling a home is the third most stressful event in your life. I try to make sure it's as smooth as possible and where you can even have a good time doing it. From luxury buyers to first time homeowners, everybody gets that same level of care from me. Doesn't matter what spectrum you're on. I just love to see your smile when you get those keys in your hand. If you've got questions, let's see. I got nothing better to do than help you get to where you want to go. So many of my clients call me not just their realtor, but also their friend. And if you want that kind of relationship in your real estate journey, hit that subscribe button. Let's connect. And if someone else is looking to do it, share my channel with them so that I can help them as well. Why real estate fits who I am personally. Again, like I said, that analytical side. There is a lot. In my first year of real estate, I went on a team. And the reason I went on a team is because it's like drinking water out of a fire hydrant. Literally. I can check the wrong box and it just screw you over totally. There's so much paperwork these days. The contract alone is 8 or 9 pages. And that's not even counting the first thing you got to sign in like 5 or 6 different documents just to go see a house. I get to combine both of these every single day, talking to people and then doing the paperwork side. Don't enjoy the paperwork side as much, but it's still, I combine both of these, helping people find not just a house, but a home. That's what fills me up. And that's why I'll never treat you like a transaction. You are always, I put you first, even over business. If you're watching this, you've been nervous about buying or selling, listen, the interest rates are coming down and stuff. I walk through this with you every step of the way. Now, the promise I make to my clients is the honesty, the availability, and the caring. I promise I'll fight for you as if I were fighting for my own family. I walked my own son, my oldest son, through purchasing his most recent house. I don't even think it was one of the least stressful things that he had done. It was so easy. At the end of the day, my goal isn't just to help you buy or sell. It is to be someone you can trust, someone you can rely on, someone you can call a friend. Now, when you hire me, you don't hire just a realtor. You actually get a partner, you get a guide, you get someone who truly cares about your happiness and not necessarily my commission. On more than one occasion, I did not even know what my commission was when we closed. I had to ask my admin, Julie, to see. And it was like, we're closing. No, what am I making on this one? What's the seller paying out? My job is to get you in the best possible house for your journey at this point in your life. Let me tell you what I promised you from the beginning. And this might get a little controversial, but hear me out to the end, okay? If you're anywhere in the United States at this time, you have heard about the martyrdom of Charlie Kirk when he was assassinated in Utah. I've probably watched 1,000 or more of Charlie Kirk's videos. I love his videos, his organization, Charlie Kirk and his organization of Turning Point USA. They sought to do a number of things. If you go in and you even look at their mission statement, they have done everything they had set out to do in their mission statement and even more. They're on over 850 different chapters. I mean, he was a workaholic. He was a workhorse, yet still had family at the same time. Now, in watching as many videos as I have of his, do I disagree with some of the ways he presented stuff? Even some of the things that he said. And he was a huge thing of facts and everything. But yes, I do disagree with some of the things that he said, and I'm not going to get into all that. That's not what this video is about. But what inspired me to write this video with the memorial that happened this past Sunday and with everything, he accomplished so much. He was so deeply personal. The one thing I will tell about him is his passion and his heart for people, and to bring others further from Jesus to him. In all the videos that I watched of him, I never doubt his heart for other people. And that's what I built my real estate on, is my heart for other people and what I can do for them. Now, if I get to share with you my life and my dream and my faith in Jesus Christ, I'd be glad to. His whole death is what inspired me to make this personal video, because I realized a lot of people on here on this YouTube channel do not know about me, about Chad Dorman. And I'm still not telling you everything. call me. Get on that Zoom call, and we'll tell you everything. But right or wrong, Charlie always was trying to please the Lord and all he did and bring the message of the gospel to as many as he could. And with his freedom of speech, he could go out and he can do that. Now, what does all this have to do with me in real estate, you ask? Well, in watching everything I have about him over the last 2 weeks since his death, started to realize you guys don't know a lot about me. I love doing this video, probably more than any other video, because I got to get personal with you guys. And in doing this, we cannot help but become friends in the process. We're going to be in communication so much. And I love learning about other people. You ever go to a place and just people watch? People are so interesting. Well, this is my story. Subscribe for more Columbia real estate and lifestyle content just like this. Schedule a Zoom call with me. Text me anytime with your questions. I'm Chad Dorman. Hopefully, your Columbia realtor. I'm always available. I'm always honest. And I'm always here to help. Now let's write your story together.